Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to yet another episode of Talking TVL. Listen, I have to start this on a very personal note, okay? The bookworm in me has arisen. It has rised up yet again, and that is all thanks to none other than my coworker, LB. Hey, girl. But enough about me. This book, Verity, by Colleen Hoover, has had me in the chokehold for the last 24 hours. Let me tell you something. It is insanity in the best way. Like I said, I'm a retired bookworm. I'm coming out of my shell again. I have not been obsessed with a book like this since I was a child, right? I started yesterday. This is like the bookmark. I've read this. I'm talking about, I literally was so excited to go to sleep last night just that I could wake up early in the morning before I had to get ready for work and all these things so I can read some more of it, and I've got this much left. Yeah? It is quite the hoop, quite the holler. So when I finish this in a couple of hours, I will be prepared tomorrow to give you my full synopsis on the book. If you're looking for a good psycho thriller, I don't even know what genre to put this on, but that's the book for you, okay? But enough about me. Yesterday we had a really great show. We had two guests on. First up was Emma and Katrina with Sparkle. They came on to show us practical ways to fold our clothes, which you can catch that full video over on tvliving.com. But the video I'm about to show you here, it's of the interview with the Brass Tap. They showcased some of their beverage products as well as food options as well. Take a look.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, hey, if you're a fan of a cold one, good food, and great company, this next segment is for you. A new spot in Hampton Cove is serving all of that up, and today owner Terry is here to give us a taste of what makes it so special. Terry, my guy, welcome. Again, you are the owner of Brass Tap, which we know has been a fan favorite name here in the North Alabama area. But you got a new location.
We do.
Tell us kind of how that came about and where you guys are now for people to come check you out.
So coming to Hampton Cove was by chance. We were in Southern Maryland. We have another bar there, another Brass Tap. My cousin said, hey, you should come down and check out Alabama. We just bought a house here. It's a great place. We said, okay. So my wife Josie and myself came down. She looked around. She said, this is a spot.
Wow.
So we put it in.
And we're so grateful that you did. It's been a fan favorite, again, for a number of years. But again, new spot there in Hampton Cove, which we're excited about. Again, I feel like it's perfect timing, especially for you guys, because it's tailgate season, right? So we all got all kinds of cold ones flowing and the beer snacks rolling out. So tell me first kind of what you guys have on tap, and mainly too how craft beer really differentiates itself from beers and other kind of mass production formats.
So on tap, we have 45 taps in-house. 43 are beer, 2 are craft cocktails that we make. So our beer selection varies, and we always rotate the beer selection. So you're going to have anywhere from a Pilsner to a Saison to a wheat beer to a lager. It changes every day. So in craft beer, difference from what we call macro beer, like a Bud Light, a Budweiser, Coors Light, to where names. Right. So where a craft beer is made in small batches, specifically for one reason or by one vendor. So it's not mass produced.
So a lot of attention to detail, a lot of flavor. So tell me kind of what's been popular there. You brought some drinks with you on site. What's flowing over there at Brass Tap?
So big popular beer we have right now is our Hefeweizen, our Weizenfahner Hefeweizen. It is the oldest brewery in the world. It was established in 1040.
Wow.
It still follows the restrictions on how to brew beer that was established in 1516.
Okay.
So we have that on tap, both in a regular, which is a cloudy. Wheat beer is kind of cloudy. It's got yeast and everything in it. But we also have a crystal wheat beer, same brewer, but it's been filtered. So the proteins and the yeast have been taken out for those who don't like it. We brought in a Hofbrau, half of our wheat beer. We have some hazy IPAs. We do have our macros. We have a Coors Light and our Mick Ultra.
Okay.
We have a Scotch Ale down here. And then here we have a pub ale. And all these different beers go with different foods, different food profiles.
Which you brought that, and I don't want to be distracted. I'm listening to you, but I'm also smelling all this great food we have over here. Kind of tell me too, Terry, I mean, I think sometimes people struggle, sometimes beers, they can be heavy, they can be light, they don't know how to kind of match certain snacks. So tell me what you offer and really kind of how you go about pairing when people are ordering or even hosting their own party, kind of how to know match what with what.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you just start with the pretzel up front. So for Taptoberfest is what we have coming up now. The pretzel would go more with a Pilsner, crisp beer, or go with a Hefeweizen, a wheat beer. If you're going to chips and salsa, you want more of a lager or a Pilsner. right? But then when you get into your bratwurst or you get into your pizzas, it's going to differentiate by your meats or what's on it. So a cheese pizza is going to be a great lager, great crisp pills. A pepperoni pizza, you're going to come up to an IPA or something like that, or a heavier lager. Your bratwurst, you're going back to your wheat beer. You're going to go to a stout or a porter of the different meats. So it just depends on what the profile, and we're there to help.
Yeah.
So we're behind the bar.
I'm always amazed how much science truly is in this business.
I tell everybody, it is a science project.
Yeah.
Right? So kids, that if you don't like science, this is a science project.
Yeah. Well, again, you can come on out to Brass Tap and they'll help you through it. Also, carry wines as well for people who aren't terribly beer drinkers.
So we have a selection of wines, both reds, whites, but we also have NA beers. So for those who do not drink alcoholic beverages, so we have some great zero beers. We have Sierra Nevada. That Trail Pass is fantastic. Athletic. We do craft root beer in the end. So
awesome.
A lot of selections for everybody.
So many people can come out again. I love that you offer that too, because for people, depending on different seasons or what they're going through, can still be part of the atmosphere and still come on out and have a great time. Well, Terry, it's a wonderful business you run. Again, Brass Tap, now in the Hampton Cove location. Tell us where you guys are, where people can come out, especially again this tailgate season.
It's 6407 Highway 431. Come on out. We have college football all day Saturday. We have the NFL ticket on Sunday, so we're running football, your Monday games, your Thursday games, and just in between, there's something on. There's 24 TVs in our bar. There's something on for everybody.
I love to hear it. Terry, thank you so much for coming down. We feel so special to think that you're now here in Alabama and picked Huntsville specifically. So thank you and wishing you all the best.
I appreciate your time.
We'll see you again soon.
Again, that is the Brass Tap. If you need to rewatch that video, head on over to tvliving.com, as I always say. But let us talk about what is happening today on the show. First up, have a fun little video for you. Hold on, let me replay it so you can hear it. Okay, yeah, as you just see, we've got some salsa dancing happening live in the studio today in honor of Cultura Festival happening at the Orion later this month. As you can see on your screen, this is their September schedule. Today is the 16th, which means if you squint a little bit and look, they do have a dance class tonight at 7:15 p.m. for levels 1, 2, and 3. So show up, show out, and have such a great time. But if for whatever reason you can't make it tonight, make plans to watch the show here in just 1 hour so that you can see Peyton learn live in studio how to do a little bit of baila, okay? A little salsa dancing, if you would. So again, that's happening first up on the show. And then I do have another video for you country fans out there, so let me just play that.
Hey y'all, it's Lainey Wilson, and I just wanted to invite y'all out for some good farming fun in this year's Country Music Corn Maze, featuring yours truly. So get ready for a whirlwind of fun and come on out to the farm and get a little lost in the maze with your friends and your family. We're a whirlwind, cut through a Texas town.
Okay, as you can see, Lainey Wilson. Now, while she will not be here live in studio today, we do have Beth with 40 Farms out in Coleman here to talk about this year's Lainey Wilson Corn Maze Extravaganza. I think it's super cool. So they specialize in doing 4D farms, which is when they take, I guess, a country artist and they will position their farm and I guess mow it in a way so that the corn maze is shaped like whatever artist they pick that year. And as you can see in your screen, or as you saw, it is Lainey Wilson this year, which will be very fun. So make sure you tune into the show today to hear all about how you can get tickets for this year's corn maze and much more. But before I let you go, yesterday we did have a video of Emmett Jewelers. So if you are in look of new jewelry, new earrings, new rings, necklaces, all of the things, Emmett Jewelers is the place to go.
When a client comes in, usually they have an idea, okay? Pendant, ring, earrings. Sometimes they bring in family heirlooms. Maybe we might do another antique piece. The old piece has just worn out, and I'm just recopying that design, but making it new. a lot of stories. I get to share those stories because they tell me the story when they bring that piece of jewelry in. Could have been grandmother wearing that piece. Could have been great-great-grandmother. But we'll go through there and I find out what exactly they're looking for. Sometimes they bring pictures. Sometimes they might have a drawing. Some of them are engineers and they've got it all completely how I need to do it. So, you know, that is kind of where we start. And then from that point, I'll sit at the cab or I'll sit at the bench and hand fabricate it or design it on a computer. At 16, I had a watch bench in my bedroom and I started tearing down watches. After a military career with, or 4 years with the Air Force, started working with Bromberg's. Now family-run business. I got to experience all the Bromberg's quality of merchandise. And wasn't a jeweler then. So basically when I went out on my own about 4 years later in '87, I really didn't even know how to size a ring. So everything I've done, I've self-taught. So all my rings, all my designs, just kind of had a knack to be able to just work with it. You know, I can build a piece for $500 and I can build a piece that's $150,000, $200,000. Both of them gives me joy to make because I'm making something for them.
Again, that is Emmett Belvin's Jewelers. I love the fact that he can do custom-made jewelry and that he takes the time himself to put the jewels on each piece. That is really beautiful. So head on out there if you are in search of any custom jewelry needs. But without further ado, hey, that's it. That's all I have for you today on Talking TVL. It is 10:12, which means you've got a whopping 48 minutes until the show starts. So grab your popcorn, go make you a bagel with some cream cheese, go get a pumpkin spice latte if you would, and make sure you join us again at 11 a.m. for a brand new episode of Tennessee Valley Living. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.